The village of Nkosi was known for its rich culture and traditions. In this village, there lived a girl named Ego. She was the youngest child and the only girl in her family. She had two older brothers, Uche and Chika. Ego's father, Chief Okoro, was a wealthy and powerful man in the village, known for his strict rules and traditional beliefs. He believes that girls are meant to stay at home and learn household tasks and how to be good wives to their husbands, while boys are meant to carry on their family name and take care of the family business. From a young age, Ego noticed that her father seems to favor her brothers more than her. He would spend more time with them, teach them important skills, buy lots of gifts for them, and praise them for their accomplishments. Ego, on the other hand, was often ignored and left to do household chores, and was not given the same treatment as her brothers. At the age of 10, Ego became more aware of the gender inequality in her family. She longed for her father's love and approval, but it seems like no matter what she did, she could never measure up to her brothers in her father's eyes. Ego's brothers were sent to school and were treated like princes by their father, while she was forced to stay at home and help her mother with the household chores. Every day, Ego would watch her brothers leave for school, and she longed to join them. She begged her father to let her go to school, but he refused, saying that it was a waste of his time and money to educate a girl. Despite the unfair treatment, Ego was a bright and determined young girl. She had a thirst for knowledge and would often sneak away to listen to the school's lessons her brothers brought home. But one day, her father caught her and scolded her for wasting her time on useless things. He forbade her from learning any more lessons and even burnt all the books she had been keeping secretly. Ego became very heartbroken and sad. Ego's mother, Nneka, was a kind and gentle woman who loved her daughter dearly. However, she was afraid of her husband and did not have a voice of her own in the house. She always followed her husband's instructions and never dared to question his decisions. She could not even defend or fight for her daughter's right to education. As Ego grew older, she was constantly reminded of her worthlessness by her father. She began to feel more and more trapped in her own home. One day, when Ego was 15 years old, her father announced that she was to be married soon and that she should get ready. Ego was devastated. She did not want to be married off at such a young age and to a man she had never met before. She wanted to go to school and make something of herself, but her father was adamant and her mother was too afraid to speak up. Feeling desperate and alone, Ego decided to take matters into her own hands. She knows that once she is married, she will never have the chance to go to school and fulfill her dreams. She did not want to continue living a life where she would be oppressed and denied her dreams. Ego made a difficult decision to run away from home. She packed a small bag and quietly left in the middle of the night. Ego's heart was pounding fast as she walked away from the house. She was scared and afraid, but she did not want to give up. She walked very far away and her feet began to grow tired. Just when she thought she could not take another step and was losing hope, she came across a woman named Chioma and her husband Obina driving out of the village. The husband and wife appeared to be in their late 40s and appeared to be very wealthy. They took pity on Ego and decided to help her. Ego, however, explained to them that she had no destination. She narrated her story to them and they were shocked that someone would treat their own child this way based on gender. You see, Chioma and Obinna had been married for 15 years and had been looking for a child, but to no avail. In fact, their childlessness is the reason why they've been traveling from village to village seeking for a herbalist who could help them conceive. Chioma and Obinna offered to take Ego with them back to the city. Ego is hesitant at first, but she knows that this may be her only chance to escape her father's control and have a better life. Meanwhile, back in the village, Chief Okoro was furious when he found out that Ego had run away. He sent out a search party to find her and bring her back. He vowed to punish her severely when she was found. Little did he know that his daughter was miles away from the village. Back in the city, Chioma and Obinna sent Ego to a very big mansion. At first, Ego felt sad and restrained in her new environment, as she did not know what the future held for her. As the days passed, Ego slowly came out of her shell, as the couple were very kind to her. They took very good care of her as if she was their own child. They provided for her every need. The couple were moved by Ego's determination to receive education, so they enrolled her in the best school in the city, giving her the opportunity to fulfill her dreams. Ego was overjoyed and worked hard to excel in her studies. She made them very proud. Chioma and Obinna became like a mother and father figure to her, supporting and encouraging her every step of the way. Years went by and Ego graduated from school with top honors. She went on to pursue her dreams and became a very successful and famous doctor. She never forgets her past and is determined to use her success to help other girls like herself. She had 3 hospitals of her own and a foundation that provides education for girls. Meanwhile, back in the village, Chief Okoro had become old and sick. He has contracted a mysterious illness that defied all treatment. He has spent all his wealth trying to find a cure. His sons, who he was so proud of, had all left the village and were too busy with their own lives to take care of him. As fate would have it, Ego returned to her village for a medical mission and heard about her father's condition. Despite all the hate and rejection she had faced from him, she couldn't turn her back on her family. She went to visit her father and used her knowledge and skills to nurse him back to health. Ego's father was shocked and amazed by his daughter's success. The girl, who he thought was useless, had become a successful doctor who could treat an illness that no one could. As Chief Okoro's health improved, he realized the errors of his ways and regretted his actions towards Ego. He asked for Ego's forgiveness. Ego, being the kind and compassionate person she was, forgave her father and they reconciled. She realized that his traditional beliefs were simply a product of his upbringing and culture. Ego's brothers also returned to the village and were amazed by their sister's success. They realized the value of education and encouraged their own daughters to go to school. From that day on, Ego's father became a changed man, promoting education for both boys and girls in the village. And her mother, Neka, finally found her voice and stood up for what she believed in, with the support of her daughter by her side. Ego later built a school for young girls in the village. The school soon gained recognition and support from the village and even some of the nearby villages. People started to see the importance of educating girls and empowering them to become independent and strong individuals. The old tradition of denying girls an education slowly faded away, and more girls were seen attending school. Ego's story spread throughout the village and beyond, inspiring other girls to pursue their dreams and break free from the limitation of society. And Ego, the rejected girl who was told she was useless, became a symbol of hope and empowerment for girls all over the world. Ego's story teaches us that everyone, regardless of gender, deserves equal opportunities to learn and succeed. Embrace kindness, challenge stereotypes, and help others succeed. I hope you enjoyed this story. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to hit the notification bell to see our next story. Bye.